In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to apply for a Canada visitor visa to come see your siblings. It could be your siblings with the same parents, your half sibling, and also your step sibling, right? Who exactly can invite their sibling? Canadian citizens, person registered under Canada's Indian Act, and finally permanent residents. So as usual, the first thing you do is you go to your web browser and you type in cic.gc.ca or canada.ca. Then choose what fits you. We go to English. Once that opens up, we go straight to, we scroll down where it says visit. We click on that and then go down where it says want to apply for a visitor visa. You click on that. And then here on the number 5, it says apply. So just so you guys know, they're constantly changing things, right? A couple of videos that I made previously, under here, you will see a lot of information, but recently they updated this information and I will be making updates for some of the videos I made. But like I said, you click on number 5 here where it says apply. Then all you have to do is it says get detailed instruction for your situation. Why are you applying for a visitor visa? Here you are just going to choose the first one, which says to unite with a family member. So once you click on that, it's going to give you get instructions. Then if this wasn't what you expected, you can make a different selection. But here it says, I want to unite with a family member. You choose that. Now you are going to apply through the Ircc portal, right? So we click on that. Once that opens up, it's just going to show you the steps on what to do, create your account and sign in, complete the online form, upload your documents, and then pay with a credit card. So in the previous videos I made, I am not going to repeat that process here. If you need an Ircc portal account, it's kind of self-explanatory. You can just click here where it says sign up and apply, and then follow the prompt. It's easy, and then you create a new account. But if you have already created a new account, you just go down here and then you simply do what? You sign in. So we are just going to do what? Sign in and start the application process. So here it says, before you sign in, if you already have an application in process, if you choose to apply again, the current visitor visa application will be withdrawn, right? And there is no guarantee of a refund. So you just click on, I understand the above. And then it says here, you will hear from us within 14 to 30 business days. Now we are just going to click here, sign into my Ircc portal account. Once you sign in, you are just going to go straight to, you see the terms and the conditions. You're just going to take the time, read, and you click on what? I accept after reading. And then once you sign in, you are going to see this information right here. We are just going to do what? Start an application. So you're going to click this button right here. So once you click that, it's going to show you a couple things. Get ready to apply to visit or study in Canada. Take the time to read all of this. It's just pretty much telling you, especially here, it says, this is kind of important to remember. You have 60 days from when you start your application to submit a complete application. After 60 days, the system deletes your information. So you're just going to click on I acknowledge and then start application. So here, groups, do you want to apply for more than one person at the same time? You're just going to choose no, save, and continue. And then this is the most important part I want you guys to pay attention to. This is new as well because I've been working on a couple applications and they're constantly changing things, which is good because they have more options for other people. Like you can invite your siblings. Now you can invite your friends as well. So here it says, and it's good to like take take the opportunity to utilize these things because it can change around anytime again. So application for a visitor visa or study permit. So you're going to choose visitor visa or super visa. Then down here, it says to visit my grandparents, grandchild, sibling, have sibling, step sibling, right? So this is the one you are going to choose. This is the one you're going to choose if you are trying to apply for a visitor visa to come see your sibling in Canada. Or if you are someone already in Canada who is watching this video and you're thinking of how to have your sibling come over and see you, then this is something to look out for. You can tell them to apply for this, or you can help them apply, right? I've been looking around these options. I think there are so many other options here, which I will make further videos. But for now, we're just applying for what? A visitor visa for siblings. So once you choose this option, here it says, tell us more about what you would do in Canada. I just made this up. I just said to visit my sibling at his doctorate award ceremony. When will you enter Canada? Here it says, if you don't yet know the date you will travel to Canada, select an approximate date. So it doesn't really matter if you're not entirely sure, you can just put an approximation. So I just put 2022 February 7. When will you leave Canada? I just put 2022 August 2nd, approximately 6 months. Save and continue. Then here it just tells you what you've selected. Visitor visa to visit your grandparents, grandchild, sibling, which is this one right here that we're applying for. And then down here, all you have to do is take the time to read this. It says, documents you need to complete the application: a valid passport or travel document, a letter of invitation, and then informations you need to enter. All these informations here. So let's just quickly dive in and I will show you guys how to fill out this application process. So continue to application. So for the representative, if you are, I think if you're trying to invite, if you're trying to be the one applying for your sibling, then you're going to be their representative, right? So it says, are you applying on behalf of someone? So if you are applying for your sibling, then you're going to choose yes, and then indicate, they provide the necessary information here as their representative. But if your sibling is actually applying straight up by themselves, they are just going to choose no and save and continue. I hope that makes sense. So travel document information of the applicant. So you're just going to put the last name. It says first name is optional. Then provide the date of birth of the applicant or the applicant who is really filling out this application, their gender, save and continue. Travel document, for some people, choose what fits you. I chose official. Select the country, the nationality of the passport document number, and then date of issue of passport or travel document. So it's also good to remember this. It says, make sure your passport is valid enough to cover the time you want to be in Canada. So for example, if your passport is expiring 2022 May, and you plan on staying to visit and stay till June, July, then they are not going to give you a visitor visa up to July. They will give you up to May. So important to ensure that your passport validity stays up to the expiring date, or you can extend it or renew it so that you can get the time that you need. So once you finish that, you're just going to go down here and answer these simple questions. Are you a lawful permanent resident of the United States? So this is going to be a yes or no answer for you. Take the time to read this, then save and continue. Choose if you're coming to Canada by air or by road. Then save and continue. Citizenship and places where the applicant has lived. Here you're going to provide the country, the city. If you're a citizen of more than one country, you're going to choose yes. Which country or territory are you a citizen of? You're going to choose your country and then indicate if you've been a citizen of that country since when you were born. Then save and continue. National identity document. Most people do have it. If you have yours, then provide that information here. If you don't, simply tick on no, save and continue. If you've used names in the past, click on yes and add that information here. But if you don't have any names you've used in the past, simply choose no, save and continue. So here for your contact information, it's going to be for the applicant, your contact information in your home country. So you're going to select your home country, the street address, city, postal code is optional. Then if your mailing address is the same as your residential address, you're going to choose yes. If no, choose no and put a different number. Countries or territories of residence. List your country, your current country or territory of residence, then add all other countries or territories where you've lived for the past 5 years for more than 6 months. So if you have that information, then you can add it here. But if you have just been in your country since, or even if you've been in other countries, but you haven't been there for more than 6 months, then you do not need to include that information here. So you can just add your country and then save and continue. So for biometrics, if you've given biometrics in the past, you can simply indicate yes and then choose if you want to give another biometric, save and continue. Or you can just simply say no, if you're giving a new biometrics, and then you do what? Save and continue. Here you are going to give the information of who is inviting you. So this is going to be your brother or your sister in Canada, who is a Canadian citizen, person registered under Indian Act, or a permanent resident. So you're going to give their last name. First name is optional. Good to provide that as well. Relationship with them. Their mailing address in Canada, give all that good information, the city where they live, their province, postal code, their telephone number, and their email. Has someone else also invited you? If yes, indicate yes and give the information. If no, simply choose no, save and continue. Finances. How much money do you have for your stay in Canada? As an average number, I always use 10,000 because it's something that I've always been using when working on applications for my mom. So it's good to use this number, or if you have a greater number, you can use that. And then it's someone else giving you money for your stay in Canada. I just said my brother will be assisting me with accommodation and transportation. The essence of this is just to make sure that once you're in Canada, you're able to take care of yourself. Save and continue. Then information about education, work, and other activities. For secondary education, if you have any post-secondary education, you're going to put that information here like I did. The name of the school, when you started, the level of study, field of study, when you finished, and the address. And to do that, you are just going to add the information here. Once you complete that, then you move down to work/activities history. It's going to ask you, do you serve in any military? If yes, indicate yes. If no, just simply choose no. Then give details of your employment and activities for the past 10 years. This is always the tricky part for most people. Here it says, do not leave any gaps in the application, right? So for this one, I just made it simple. I chose health occupation, dental officer, the company, when I started until date, meaning that I'm still in that job while trying to visit. So it's like you took time off work to come see your brother or your sister in Canada, right? So, but if you have more than one, you can simply do the same from when you started to when that first job ended. So for example, if you started in 2010 and it ended in 2014 January, then your next job is going to start from 2014 February, right? Till the next time the other job ended. So do not leave any gaps in the application. Once you fill out that information, you save and continue. And then we go to the easy parts. This is travel history. During the past 5 years, have you traveled to a country or territory other than the one where you are a citizen or where you live now? If you choose yes, just provide the country that you visited. If you haven't, simply choose no, save and continue. Travel history. Have you ever stayed in Canada beyond the validity of your status? So if it's a yes for you, choose yes. If no, choose no. And again, have you ever been refused a visa or permit? So read these questions and choose what fits you based on this application. So this ones, I'm just going to quickly walk you guys through on it. Criminality and security. Answer questions about drugs and alcohol, questions about criminal offense, questions about, it's all about criminal offense and drugs and alcohol, right? So if it's a yes for you, indicate yes. If no, simply choose no, save and continue. Then furthermore, finish up the questions on criminality and security questions by answering questions about ill treatment of prisoners or civilians and things like that. If it's a yes for you, choose that. I believe it's going to be a no, because if you're trying to come into a country, then you have to make sure that your criminality record is kind of clean, right? So have you had any medical exam performed by an Ircc authorized panel physician within the last 12 months? So if it's a yes, indicate yes. If no, simply choose no and then save and continue. Now we are just going to finish up with medical background questions for tuberculosis. Answer that question if it's a yes or no for you, and if you've also been in contact with someone with tuberculosis, answer a yes or no. Finish that up, save and continue. Further questions on medical background on dialysis treatment, alcohol addiction, mental health condition, and diagnosis with syphilis, right? Yes or no answer to all of those, save and continue. Then if you are single or divorced or in a common law, this is where you're going to put that information. For this demo application, I put single, save and continue. So if you are married or you're widowed and in a common law, the possibility that you might have kids is there. So this is where you are just going to indicate the yes and give the information of your kids. But if you don't, simply choose no, save and continue. Then here, provide information about your parents, right? So all you have to do, like here, just put father and mother. And to do that, you're just going to click on this button and add your parents, right? And once you provide that information, again, you save and continue. Provide your native language or mother tongue. How you are able to communicate. If you're able to communicate both in English and French, you choose both. And then what language do you want us to use to contact you? Depending, English or French. Save, continue. Provide your email address so that they can reach out to you. And then save, continue. And then provide your contact number. So if you are kind of using a representative, then it's going to be nice for your representative to give them their your representative's number in Canada for easy communication. If at all they're going to reach out to you through your telephone number, provide that number, save and continue. Then here you have summary of your information. So if you want to change something, let's say for example, you want to edit and add a representative information. Also know that if you're choosing a representative, then the representative is going to fill out a form. I'm going to try and attach that form in the description area of this video if you are trying to use a representative, right? So, but if you're not using a representative or you've reviewed all of this information and everything, it's exactly the way you want it, save and continue. Then documents to support your application. As you can see here, they are only asking for your passport and funds. So passport and funds, right? Optional documents. These are optional. They didn't even request for a letter of invitation here, as you guys can see. So like I said, they're constantly changing things. Who knows what might happen in the next couple of months again. So if you're trying to invite your sibling, or you are a sibling, or you're someone watching this video and you have a brother or stepbrother or a half brother who is in Canada, this might be an opportunity to come around and see them, because the documents here that you need to get in, it's not much, right? Once you finish and upload your passport and proof of funds, then save and continue. Then consent and declaration. So if you want to be contacted by CIC, just simply say yes. So we're going to just say yes, and then put your last name and your name. First name is optional, and then save again and continue. Then here is showing you that for a visitor visa, for one, you're going to pay $100 and biometrics is $85. So in total, you're going to be paying 185 Canadian dollars. Save and continue. And finally, we are just going to do what? Make a payment. And all you have to do here is what? Put your card holder's name, card number, month and expiring date, and the code to make this transaction go through, and you click on checkout. So this is how to apply for a Canada visitor visa for siblings. Like I said, things are constantly changing. So if you're someone watching this video, in the next couple of months, this might still be here or it might go away. So utilize this opportunity, apply to come see your brother or your sister in Canada, or tell your brother or your sister in Canada that there is an option for them to send you an invitation to invite you over, okay? Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.